Hello everyone, Vanilla here. Today I am doing a video that I know quite a few people have been asking for because I actually need it myself, to be honest. Today we're going to be talking about how to save inventory space. Well, for one, don't take everything I say 100% serious because even myself, even with all of these tips and stuff that I have done, I still have a very full inventory. But if your inventory isn't as chaotic as mine, hopefully this should help you in some ways, and even if your inventory is a little bit overwhelmed, maybe this can help you in some way. For starters, essentially, we're just going to be going over stuff that I have done personally. There might be other ways that I don't know of. If there's any ways that you guys think of that I did not mention, feel free to mention them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Our first way is going to be pretty simple. Put stuff in your storage locker. You might think, oh, I don't need it, even if you don't have game passes, because I believe you have 50? Don't count me on that, but you have a small amount in your storage locker. Use that to your advantage. It is so nice being able to put away horses, because then they're not taking up your inventory space. However, please be careful with how much stuff you put in there because it can get super full. I suggest only putting horses in there that you 100% want to keep and leave them in there unless you absolutely need them so they don't take up inventory space. Another one, this one is a pretty common one, but some people still don't know it. So let's grab this thoroughbred really quick. Very gorgeous lady. If you go into your inventory and you have a bunch of accessories, I have 368 accessories. That's a lot. That's way too many accessories. So as you can see, I have quite a few that are unequipped. Now, if you look down at the bottom here, I have 417 out of 464 inventory space. Let's say I equip this hoof trail. Now I have 416 out of 464. If you equip all of these accessories on horses that don't have accessories on them, you free up inventory space. So let me fully equip this horse with random accessories, and I will show you how much inventory space I have afterwards. Alright, so I've equipped everything I can to this horse. I decided to put a driving harness on him so I could get a vehicle as well. Now I have freed up 11 inventory spaces with one horse. This is very nice, especially if you need to catch a horse and you don't have any inventory space. You could just take out a random horse, quickly equip a couple things, and then catch that horse you're trying to get. Another thing that would probably help is sell accessories you don't want. I personally have an issue. Well, I don't know why Icarus's hat is unlocked. Personally, I have an issue where I really like to collect things that I'm never going to use. If you think you are not going to use something, sell it. If it's something that's really rare, I would say hold on to it, such as things and items that are never going to come back. Let me see if I can find an example really quick. Okay, here we go. So you see how it says Spring 23 Limited? That means they are not coming back next year, sadly, though they're very cute. Keep stuff like this. If it says Spring or whatever, and then a specific year limited, they're not coming back next year. Keep those items because you're probably not going to be able to get them again. However, if it's just a random item like these that say Spring Limited, there's no harm in selling them. You'll be able to get them again during the next event. So another thing, I know this might be really difficult for some people, especially me. Do not buy accessories you are not going to use immediately. The only exception to this would be events. Some events have limited time patterns you can only get during that event. Some of them don't come back, so that would be an exception. However, if you go over to Abby's, usually there's some super cute stuff, right? There's some super cute stuff. Oh, I really like this pastel yellow crown. I'm going to buy it for later in case I need it for a tack set. Don't buy it. As tempting as it may be, there is a very high chance you will literally never use that item, and it's not limited. You can always find it again later. People are probably trading it. It's not a big deal. Do not buy accessories you're not going to use immediately. If you are trying to get specific accessories for a horse right now, so say for Ace, right? I'd say I want to get black accessories for him, like black bow, black, all that stuff. and I see one in the shop. And I'm like, hey, I need that for Ace's Tech. Buy it and then equip it to him as soon as I get it, so then I don't waste an inventory space. However, if I say I see a cute pink ribbon that I really don't need for any horses right now, I'm not going to buy it because I don't need it right now. I personally have fallen victim to this one. A bunch of stuff in my inventory here, such as these polo wraps, I keep buying them thinking I'm going to need them for something, and I don't. So after this video, I'm probably going to go sell these because I don't need those. Same with, let's see, right now I don't need this neon red paper crown, so I'll probably sell that. I am also fall victim all the time to the flower crowns and the rose tails and all that. Don't be me. Sell stuff you don't need. It's gonna save you so much inventory space. Another thing, if you have fail foals, don't forget to sell them. I forget to sell my horses a lot, and then it builds up like this, and then I don't know what I'm gonna keep, and so on, so then I don't want to sell anything. So, usually what I do is I let all of my fail foals grow up, then sell them. It earns you more money. So what I'll do is usually I try to lock anything that I'm going to keep for breeding or I'm going to keep temporarily so I don't accidentally sell it. I have some stuff in here I actually need to lock. Like I said, I need to follow some of these tips and stuff myself. But for example, I have quite a few horses in here I need to sell. Like some of these, this Fjord I believe I need to sell. Some of these Clydesdales I need to sell because I have duplicates of the exact same one that I don't need. And so on. I also don't really need this reindeer. I could probably sell it or trade it away. One of my biggest tips, and I have to do this myself sometimes, is don't be afraid to take a day off from breeding or a day off from catching to just organize your whole inventory. Have inventory clear out days every once in a while. Even if you think you don't have that much stuff that you need to get rid of, it's still nice to sit down and go through your whole inventory. Trade off what you don't need. Sell what you don't need. I need to do this again soon too. I keep putting it off because I'm like, oh, I don't have that much stuff that I need to get rid of. I'll just do it later. And now my inventory is almost completely full. Don't be like me. Don't do that. Every once in a while, like at least once a month, go through, do an inventory clear out, get rid of anything you don't need. You will be able to get it again. It might take time if it's a rare horse, but you'll be able to get everything again. Nothing in this game is gone forever, except for a few one-of-a-kind horses, which only go to certain people that have made thumbnails or win giveaways and so on. That would be like the only exception to that. You probably couldn't get that back because they are one of a kind. Another thing I recommend is double check resources fairly often. If there's something you don't need, sell it. Personally, I'm a hoarder, so I like to keep a little bit of everything in case I need it. Like I have 2 white seashells. I could sell those, free up an inventory space. Some of these things that I only have a couple of, I'm probably going to sell, and that's going to free me up a lot of inventory space as well. Like I don't need 2 color changing shards. I don't need 7 spring butterflies. I don't need, I don't need these logs or this stick or these stones or these cattails. All of this is taking up unnecessary inventory spots. I can sell those and have more inventory space. If that doesn't sound like an alternative you like, one thing I'd suggest is keep one of each resource that is currently obtainable in your inventory. So if you ever get more, it doesn't take up an extra inventory space. It just stacks onto that. That's what I do most of the time. These fish I need to get 1 more of, and then I'm getting them out of my inventory. So like, really, honestly, if you take anything from this video, do inventory clear outs every once in a while. It is going to save you so much pain and suffering once your inventory gets full. Because you might think, oh, I don't have a lot of horses. My inventory's never gonna get that full. I thought that too. And now I have 60 free spots, and those are going to fill up very quick if I'm continuously breeding or buying things. The very last thing that I'm going to tell you. Don't hoard tech. I do it very badly. I keep halters from like every event. I have random things that I don't know what horse they go to, such as this black moonstone fancy English bridle. I don't know whose halter this is. I don't know whose bridle this is. I don't know why. I still have these Easter ones, which I don't know why I'm keeping. I have this Halloween one, which I don't know why I'm keeping. Summer one, don't know why I have it. This, I don't remember why I have this either. So it's like all of these, all of those I could probably get rid of. And I'd free up more inventory space. This is why it is so important to go through your inventory so often. I also have a bunch of vehicles that some of them I really don't need, so I should probably sell some of them. Though some of them I was given as gifts and such, which, then I don't want to sell them. Another thing, which this is more viable for PC players or those who have multiple emails, stuff like that, I suggest making an alt account of some sort. A lot of people have one. I have one. I don't play on it. I only got it to a high enough level to trade, and I store a lot of horses on there that I'm not currently using. That also saves me inventory space. That is basically everything I can think of that I have used personally to save inventory space, and I actually need to do an inventory clear out again soon, so you guys might see a stream like that coming your way at some point. But I really do hope you enjoy. If you have any other video ideas that you would like me to do, such as how to get more inventory space, as in, go from 250 to 400, or 400 to 500, or, I don't know, any other helpful guide videos that you'd like to see, do let me know. I'm trying to get on it finally and do my how-to series on how to do this and that and everything in Wild Horse Islands that I can possibly think of. I have a couple more coming this weekend, so if you are enjoying these guide videos, keep an eye out because I am slowly releasing more of them. But I hope you guys enjoy it. If this has saved you in any inventory space, or if you have any tips that you would like to share that I did not mention, again, please share them in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear what your guys' tips are as well. But I hope you all have a great day or night. I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.